Hello everyone, welcome back to Minecraft Talks. Sorry this is going to be a bit late of an upload, but I was busy doing stuff. Today we will be talking about just stuff that's happened over the past week. I think a big one that I wanted to talk about because I'm a fan of it is wrestling. WWE had their whole uh, their annual November event, um, Survivor Series, War Games. I think it was definitely good. There was definitely some things I liked about it, some things I didn't like about it. I definitely, uh, I guess we can go match by match. I definitely didn't enjoy the women's War Games match just because of how the story played out. Because it seemed like that the heel women were just there to lose, because like there was no, I don't know how to say, like credibility that I thought they were going to win the match going into it, just because of who was on the opposite side and on the face side with Bianca, Rhea, Io Sky, Bailey, and Naomi. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, maybe if it was Naomi and like four other women, I would believe it, just because of the way that she's been pushed recently. But if you have Bianca, Rhea, Bailey, and Io all in one match, there's no way, and they're together, there's no way they're going to lose that match, especially with Rhea, because she came in with a face mask and was headbutting everyone, and then took the face mask off to fight Liv Morgan, and then Liv Morgan, when all the other women were down, took a baseball bat and started beating up Rhea, and she managed to recover, and then um, she pinned Liv after that. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, she's definitely getting the Cena Superman treatment that he had when Vince was in control, and so there's no, I don't think, credible way I think she's going to lose unless they give her a certain amount of like losses, because every time she's lost, it's always been under certain circumstances. It hasn't been, she's lost clean. She's always lost, like, she lost the rematch, or at SummerSlam, she lost to Liv because Dominic betrayed her. And then even then, her and Damian Priest proceeded to beat up the Judgment Day, like, all by themselves in multiple weeks. And then she lost to Liv again, or she technically won the match by disqualification, but yeah, it was by disqualification, and Raquel Rodriguez had a very much botched return and attempt at interfering, because it was definitely supposed to be the ref either got hurt or just doesn't see Raquel attack Rhea, but he sees it in full view, and then it's like, what am I supposed to do? Because I just saw Raquel attack Rhea, and there's no way you cannot, like, make an excuse of, oh, it was a Extreme Rules match or whatever, or street fight. You can't do that. It was, the only stipulation was that Dom was in a cage. So I think it was dumb, and I think she just needs to lose credible once in a while. Because if you just have a person who always wins, then you just know that, or if they always win, or if they lose by, like, suspicious circumstances, like the match being interfered on, or the heel cheating, always, and then you have them on the TV just completely demolish the heels, and you're like, well, this heel's like not strong. But that's just my complaint about that match. Um, and then then the next match I think was it? I think it was Shinsuke versus LA Knight. Um, and that match was actually really good. I really did enjoy it. And I do think that Shinsuke definitely needed the title more than LA Knight did, because Shinsuke has definitely been. Shinsuke Nakamura is a generational talent, and the fact that he didn't win the title against Jinder Mahal at like SummerSlam 2017, I think, has always been like one of my freaking greatest complaints of that era, because you have someone who is main event talent worthy and world heavyweight championship like level, and you have him lose to a guy who only beat Randy Orton because there was an India tour coming up, and because he went and allegedly did steroids and got bigger to make Vince love him more. And, that was my complaint. But I'm glad he has the U.S. title now, and I think it's good. And then you had the Intercontinental triple threat. Man, what a match. It is. I don't think Sheamus can have a bad match for the Intercontinental Championship. It's just he is so good, and the fact that he's in his 40s and he has back issues and he's had multiple injuries, and he can still go out and have just an absolute slugfest. I just really hope before he retires that he's able to get the Intercontinental title and actually like win it and complete the Grand Slam champion. But that's my hope for him. But I mean, Ludwig Kaiser, I think they're definitely eyeing for him to probably betray Gunther at some point, because he's there. I mean, they've been pushing tension for a while between them, and then also he's just an amazing talent in himself, and I think I think they're getting close to do that. And then Braun Breaker is a future superstar, like a future heavyweight superstar, in our champion in the making. And I think definitely this run with the Intercontinental Championship proves it. And then that match was just amazing. And then the World Heavyweight Championship match wasn't bad. It just wasn't on the level of the match that happened before it. And I think that's because the way that they have pushed Gunther in his World Heavyweight Championship reign is that of you're like questioning. It's like when you play a video game, like in a fighting video game, and you beat the final boss, and then you unlock the final boss, and then you play as the final boss. Or not in like any video game, you fight the final boss, and then you can unlock the final boss, and then you fight as the final boss, and it's like, what is this crap, man? Like I just fought you, and you like just decimated me like for multiple runs, and then I play as you, and then you're just like, nope, like you get nerfed, and I feel like it's like that. And the boss fight was the Intercontinental Championship run that Gunther had. It was generational. It was probably the best. Not probably. It is the best Intercontinental Championship title run ever in the history of WWE. And then he gets the World Heavyweight Championship, and I was excited. I was like, this needs to be done. Like, he needs to hold it for a long time. And now he's holding it, and I'm sitting here. I'm like, okay, I understand Gunther is still a generational talent, but the way you guys are, that Triple H is just booking his title is kind of, it's making me question why, because it's just there's just no point to it, especially with the Damian Priest match, because the only reason I think they did the Damian Priest match is because they had no one else to that in their mind to have him fight. Because I originally thought it was gonna be Punk versus Gunther, but then they did the whole thing with Punk and Roman and the War Games match, and so that makes sense, I guess. But then they just were like, we'll just give him Damian Priest, and then and everyone's like, oh, he beat Damian Priest. Sure, it wasn't clean, but he beat him and he won the title from him. But then, and then in order to build it up, they just have Gunther doing something that he never does, and he just starts fighting or trying to fight Damian Priest outside of the ring and trying to, like, attack him. And Damian's just the same thing with Rhea. She's just like a strong ass thing. And then the only reason he lost the title match is because Finn Balor attacked him. And then we get another Finn Balor or another Damian Priest versus the Judgment Day feud. And it's just like, and it's not even like those good feuds that they do over and over again, like Randy Orton and John Cena, because those were some of the best feuds ever. Back when Orton had a shaved head. Those matches and that rivalry was epic. And it's not like that. It's just, it's just there. Because I don't think they have anything else planned for both Judgment Day and Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley. Because they're just waiting for something else to happen. And I think they're just going to just reuse and repackage it every time until something else comes along. And by then I think not their credibility, but their ability to be like a credible threat, as in the Judgment Day, will just be so long gone because they were just beaten to a pulp by Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley that it would just be like, well, these guys aren't credible threats. They're just there. But anyways, that's my complaint about that match. But now we move to the main event, which is the men's war game match. And I will say it, I think I don't know, I preface, I will say it like I was going to say something controversial or unpopular. I think it is probably the second best match of the night, outside of the Intercontinental Championship match, just because I think that match was significantly better. But the match was really good. I really enjoyed it. Because I heard there was some injuries, and I really hope everyone recovers. Like, I think Jay broke his toe on the splash from when he splashed into Jacob Fatu. And then Bronson Reed, when he dived through Roman and landed through the table, I think he hurt his ankles. I don't know if he broke anything, but I know Triple H said during the post event recap or interview or press conference, he said he hurt his feet and he was in the back and being looked at by trainers. So hopefully he's okay. But I will say that match, I think it definitely it was good. I did enjoy all the storylines that they had inside the cage with Punk and you're thinking Punk and Roman aren't gonna work together, and then you're like, oh my god, Roman versus Punk, even though it kind of looked botched, and I think it was a solo botch because I think he moved too early, and Roman had to hold himself on the ropes and then go. And then, but besides that, the match went pretty good. I do think the right people won because I don't think Solo should have won the match because it wouldn't have made total sense. I also don't think they were gonna. I didn't think they were gonna win going into the event because if I think, especially that the fact that they put Punk in the match was a sure sign of Triple H and them being like, okay, we're trusting you. We're not trusting you, but we're just gonna just keep you put all our big guns in one match. But I think it was good. Uh, wow, that was a really long talk about just WWE. But I was just giving a recap of what I liked in basically the whole match or all the matches. Um, I don't know what I think. I don't know if I'm gonna post time just because I've been busy over the past week or past month. That I might have time to record and post. If not, I'll try to go live. It's hard because I live in an apartment with someone, and it's hard to record when they're here because I make noise, and then when they're not here, I'm usually doing something or I'm not home, so it's whatever. I'll figure out when I can, and then with that, uh, I will post. I'll see if I'll post a link to my Thankmas donation page so that you guys can donate before Thankmas starts because it's starting up soon. And I said I was gonna go live, but then I didn't go live, so that's my bad, and I apologize. But now that that's over, I'll see you guys later. Hope you enjoyed the video, and that's about it. See ya.